Hello, and welcome to Recipes with Ben. Today's recipe was inspired by a video I watched from the channel called Morgan Drink Coffee, where she tried to figure out which cereal milk made the best latte. And I'll link the original video down below. But in her video, she tried out 6 different types of cereal that included Cocoa Puffs, Cookie Crisp, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruity Pebbles, Fruit Loops, and Oreos. So for me, I didn't have any of those on hand, but I wanted to try what I did have, which is Reese's Puff cereal, to try to make a latte the same way. So with all that said, let's get into the video. If you watched any of my previous videos with espresso made beverages, I like to make all my lattes with oat milk. Before using it, it needs to be given a good shake. In addition to the oat milk, we'll also need some additional items, which include measuring cups, Reese's Puff cereal, and a mason jar. And from there, we'll use equal parts of oat milk and cereal, and I'm using my 1/4 cup to measure out 3/4 cups of oat milk, and then adding that into the mason jar. Screwing the top back on the milk, pulling the cereal out of the box, I'll use the 1/4 cup and the 1/2 cup to measure out 3/4 cups of cereal. Pouring the cereal over the milk into the mason jar, screwing the lid on tight and giving it a good shake will allow for the cereal and the oat milk to mix. I'll then wait 10 minutes for it to steep before trying the milk to allow for maximum flavor extraction. After 10 minutes, I mixed it all around with a spoon and tasted the milk, which is pretty sweet due to the high sugar content of the cereal, but just like when I put it inside of a beer and brewed it with that same cereal, the Reese's Puff cereal doesn't really impart a chocolate or a peanut butter flavor to anything. It just really adds sweetness. So if we move on to the latte from here, I have a clean cup and a mesh strainer to separate the milk from the cereal, and I'll do this by pouring the milk over the strainer into the cup and then using the strainer to catch any of the cereal so it doesn't go in there. For me, it yielded about a 1/2 mug's worth of cereal, which would make about 1 latte. Next, using my espresso machine, I pulled a shot of espresso for the latte, and I want to pour that over the cereal milk as quickly as possible so the espresso doesn't spoil. Mixing with a spoon to merge the milk and the espresso together, and then for this size latte, I find that 4 normal size ice cubes works really well to allow it to cool to the desired temperature. Then giving it all a good stir again, and it's time to try this latte out. I just want to give a heads up and apology for the audio in the next part of this video, as it's pretty echoey and quiet, as I'm still trying to iron out the sound for my videos. But I want to leave it in so you have my real-time reaction to the latte. Alright, so let's give this a try. Smell the sweet coffee. It really just tastes like a latte. I mean, I don't see that the peanut butter puffs imparted a strong flavor. It did in the milk itself, but I was just wondering if the coffee is kind of overpowering all that. It's giving a good. You don't really have any of the crunchy parts of it. It's okay, but I don't see that this specific cereal did anything special. So let's try to see if we can make a better peanut butter and chocolate latte. So again, we'll start out with the oat milk, using about a 1/2 cup this time. And adding it to a blender cup, and then adding to that 1 spoonful of cocoa powder and a hefty spoonful of creamy peanut butter. I'll then taste the peanut butter to make sure it's still good, which of course it is because it's amazing. And next I'll screw the bottom of the blender cup onto the blades, and I'll place it into the blender and pulse for a few times until everything becomes homogeneous, and then it'll begin to become a little frothy. Then it's time to pull another shot of espresso using my espresso machine, and add that to the cup with a 1/2 cup of oat milk. And again, I'll add 4 ice cubes. Stirring all together with a spoon, it's time to compare. Alright, let's try this one without the cereal milk. This is the cocoa powder and just peanut butter. It's a little more frothy just because I blended it. It's got a really good peanut butter aroma. It's a lot nuttier.
It really has like the peanut butter without the sweetness. It's kind of got the bitterness from the coffee. Cocoa doesn't really add much. Maybe adding some melted chocolate next time, like a mocha. But this is, I would drink this. This is way better than the other one, I think. It doesn't really seem like Reese's Puffs adds a whole lot of flavor in general. When I tried adding it to my homebrew beer, I really just saw that it added sugar content to the end product. So in general, I think that Reese's Puff cereal doesn't really have a peanut butter flavor associated with it. I think you need to go with something a lot stronger. I think that for the latte milk itself, I think that it would need a stronger cereal flavor. I think that Cinnamon Toast Crunch would work really well. If I try that, I'll let you know in the future. As I've seen that one be more successful than some other people. So yeah, because cinnamon really balances well with coffee because it's sweet, it's bitter, together makes a really good combo. So yeah, if you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below by clicking the bell. And if you have tried other cereal milk lattes or other lattes like this, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.